Hi everyone, for my enrichment project I'll be looking at the portrayal of gender through video games. More specifically, I'll be comparing modern games regarding gender equality and asking whether they are headed in the right direction with female character development. For this, I'll be focusing on games such as The Last of Us, Tomb Raider, and the Uncharted franchise. I'm doing this because I have a personal interest in this, it's fun, and also because I believe that female characters are just as strong as male ones. They just need a chance and need to break the idea of girls being weak and defenseless. Before I start, I will be talking about the characters at different points in the story and what happens to them. So obviously, spoiler alert. Some female characters we see in these games reinforce the stereotype of having a weak female character who is only there to slow you down, to be saved, or provide some sort of emotional content. This is strongly portrayed through the character of Sarah from The Last of Us. She is the very first female character we see coming to the game in the opening cinematic. In this scene we can clearly see that she is his daughter and thinks the world of her dad, staying up late to give him his birthday present, which she brought herself, then providing some jokes as she tells him that she bought this by selling.
Where did you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
Oh good, you started helping out with the mortgage then.
Yeah, you wish.
Showing just how close these two characters are.
Baby girl.
After a minute, the player gets to control the characters and start playing for themselves. But surprisingly, you start playing as Sarah, which was not expected as she wasn't featured in any of the trailers. We soon see her head downstairs trying to find her dad, eventually finding him.
There you are.
Sarah, are you okay?
Yeah?
Jimmy! Jimmy, I am warning you!
And getting into a car to drive away from the epidemic outbreak that's happening. After casually cruising along for a minute, when a crowd of infected start running at your car, desperate to get away, Joel, Sarah's dad, jumps some traffic lights, resulting in a car crash breaking one of Sarah's legs.
I'm here, baby. I'm here. Come on, give me your hand. What is it?
My leg hurts.
How bad?
It's bad.
We're gonna need to run.
It's at this point where our control changes and we start playing as Joel, having to carry Sarah to safety, reinforcing the stereotype of that female characters are only there to be saved, make the male characters look good. However, this could be countered as Joel is her father and would take care of his child even if he had a son. After running down streets of screaming people, trying to get to safety,
It's okay, baby. We're safe.
you're eventually stopped by a soldier who will not let you pass, as he's been told to kill anyone from that town who tries to get out.
Okay.
Sir, there's a little girl. But...
Worried about the infection spreading.
Yes, sir.
Somebody, we've just been through hell. Okay, we just need... Oh, shit.
Resulting in him shooting both Joel and Sarah. Joel, who manages to come out with little injury, goes over to Sarah, who is crying and screaming after getting shot, holding her in his arms as she cries out in pain, eventually dying.
No. No. No, no, no. Please. 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 Please.
This creates a powerful opening to the player. However, you question Sarah's role in this, as it could be seen that she was only there to create that emotional loss at the end, and giving another side to Joel's character. The feeling of this scene was very well described through the quotation, "To me, it's not the surprise that makes it work, it's the emotional honesty. It's so blatantly different from everything that precedes it that it's more of a surge than a shock," said by Joe Yang in defining moment The Last of Us continueplay.com.
Oh man, Nate.
Hey, wait. Now don't jump to conclusions, Elena.
I'm sorry, I'm sensing some...
Next we have the character of,
Oh, Elena Fisher.
from the Uncharted series. Although she challenges the stereotype through most of Uncharted 2, at the end she gets injured after trying to help someone after they've been shot themselves, resulting in her getting heavily wounded by a grenade.
It's just not done like that. Flynn, listen to me. Parting gift from Lazarevich. Pity he took the pin.
Elena!
Meaning that you, playing as Nathan Drake, treasure hunter, must protect her as she trudges along behind you, unable to defend herself.
Okay. You're gonna be okay. Hey, Elena, how you doing, huh?
Reinforcing the stereotype of female characters requiring the help of stronger males.
Not good.
Do it! No.
You don't have the will.
Maybe not. But they do.
After a shootout and killing the villain, saving the treasure, taking it, and having the cliche of the temple crumbling and falling down around them after the treasure has been taken, you are forced to run back as Elena is unable to defend herself and get out on her own. Being unable to leave her behind, you help her out, only just making it out alive. However, all this time, you as the player are worried about what's going to happen to her. Are you defending her even though she'll die in the end anyway because that's how the story goes? Or are you actually saving her life?
Save the world.
You were a total ace.
In the ending cinematic, however, we see that she is alive and well, fully recovered, and even making jokes that Nate was crying over worrying about her. Of course he refuses, unwilling to harm his masculinity.
I hate
Clowns.
I hate clowns.
Oh my word. You thought I was dead.
No.
No, you thought I was
No,
gone. Yes,
no.
you did.
No,
I
I
saw
had you
you
all
shed
along.
tears.
Well, then I'm staying.
Ellie. We won't get
Finally,
another
we go
shot
back
at
to The
this.
Last of Us to talk about the character who is Ellie, a 14-year-old girl who comes into the story of The Last of Us a couple of levels after Sarah's death.
That's not exactly close.
These scenes take place 20 years after Sarah's death. However, you can still see Joel struggling to forget about her, as you still see him wearing the watch she bought him, even though it is very broken.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
I am sure you will figure that out.
Your watch is broken.
Anyway, when we see Ellie introduced, she immediately picks a fight with Joel and Tess, despite her being 14 and the both of them being significantly older. But we'll talk about her challenging the stereotype later. Throughout the first couple of levels of Ellie, we see her as extra cargo,
Jesus Christ.
Just cargo, Joel.
just going along on the journey as Joel and his partner Tess have been hired to escort Ellie somewhere. Ellie contributes little to fighting off enemies.
Oh, fuck! I thought we were just gonna hold him up or something. You know,
And continues to ask
I've never
questions,
been this close.
and comes across as slightly annoying as she's not able to defend herself, meaning we are always having to keep an eye on her. We also see Ellie reinforce the stereotype later in the game when Joel gets impaled by a steel rod after falling off a low balcony, leaving him extremely injured and unable to do much, meaning Ellie had to defend herself and him. Quite the plot twist and role reverse. However, she struggles coming to terms with this, panicking and not being sure what to do or how she can help.
I think we're safe. Joel? Joel? Shit. Joel, here. Oh, get up, get up, get up. You gotta tell me what to do. Come on. You gotta get up. Joel?
Finally, towards the end of the game in the winter chapter, Joel's only goal is going out, finding and saving Ellie as she has been captured by another group of men.
See you in the morning, Ellie.
And he will stop at nothing to find her and bring her back,
The girl.
as we see him torture two men to find out where she is.
I don't know no girl. Focus right here, right here. I'll pop your goddamn knee off. The girl.
She's alive. She's David's newest pet. I ain't telling you shit.
That's all right. I believe him.
No, wait!
You can't. She's being prepped for surgery.
The hell you mean surgery?
The doctors tell me the cordyceps, the growth inside her, has somehow mutated. It's why she's immune. Once they remove it, they'll be able to reverse engineer a vaccine. A vaccine.
But it grows all over the brain.
It does.
Find someone else.
There is no one else.
This theme was repeated in the very last mission, as your only goal is to get past each and every guard to get to Ellie and save her before it's too late. Stealth here is not an option, as you as the player feel too compelled to get your personal revenge on each and every one of them for taking her away from you.
Where? Top floor, the far end.
After finally reaching her, Joel picks her up and carries her out, running away from all the guards chasing him, not wanting to take a stand against them, worrying about risking Ellie's life if he did.
Oh, shit.
You can't save her. Even if you get her out of here, then what? Wait! Let me go!
And even finishing off the woman who hired you to get there so she won't come after you.
You just come after her.
Together.
To conclude the first section,
I'm still
we see a
waiting for my
fair
turn.
amount of things that reinforce the stereotype
was
of weak
Riley,
female
and she was
characters
the
through
first
these
to die.
games, encouraging the
Mom
idea
was
of them
Tess.
being there purely for the emotional consequences
And
and as
Sam.
something to pull the male protagonist
That is
back
on you.
and to make him seem more
I
human.
understand.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And you... No matter what, you keep finding something to fight for. Now, I know that's...
Section 2 now, and here we will talk about female characters challenging the stereotype. We'll start with Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider franchise. She's a character in a game which does nothing but challenge the stereotype. Playing as Lara and going around on your own, taking out countless enemies with whatever supplies and weapons you can get your hands on, she truly defines a strong female character.
Flashes before us. We find something.
However, it hasn't always been like this. Back in the previous games, during the first ever releases, she was shown more as a sex icon than a strong character. Over the years, this has changed, making the character more well-rounded and believable. Going back to Uncharted now, we see both the characters of Chloe and Elena challenge the stereotype as well, being fully capable of defending themselves. Well, most of the time. And even throwing some hate back to the enemies, showing very aggressive and independent traits.
Come on, keep moving.
Challenging the stereotype of female characters being the peaceful and quiet ones.
it look more believable.
In Uncharted 2, we see a villain who is most likely one of the most dominant alpha males ever created. Big, ugly, strong, fearless, and a heavy accent.
On your knees!
So, this little man is Drake.
And to prove his dominance, he shoots his own man in a hostage situation.
I'm sure you're gonna tell us.
Because they had the will to do what other men would not. Compassion is the enemy. Mercy defeats us. Now, unless you wish to test me still further, you will drop your weapons!
However, this is contrasted in the third installment of the game, cleverly titled Uncharted 3, as the main villain is a woman named Marlowe, a very dark and savage character.
Find this. Oh, careful now. Wouldn't want you to melt.
Same cocky little shit. So fearless. I wonder what you're really afraid of.
Killing off Nate and his mentor Sully in the opening level. Or so she thinks. We really do see her hold nothing back when it comes to getting what she wants, as we see her drugging people to give her answers.
Nate?
Run.
Oh no. Alright, easy kid.
Stay away. Stay away.
What's wrong with him?
They drugged him.
And I think all players were glad to see her end.
How are you doing?
I can't.
It's no good. Get the hell out of there. Hold on.
However, villain or not, you can't deny that she really pushed the boundaries of how malicious a female villain can be. Now returning to my favourite, the last verse. Tess, a character introduced in the second scene, walking in as soon as we see Joel wake up 20 years after losing Sarah.
I'm coming.
Tess enters with a cut on her face, which Joel quickly questions. She replies by saying,
You want to explain this?
I was on my way back here, and I got jumped by these two assholes, all right? And yeah, they got a few good hits in, but... Look, I managed.
Give me that. Are these assholes still with us?
Well, that's funny. None at all.
Tess is a very strong character, showing little weakness throughout her part in the game.
We missed you.
Shown to be beating a man to get answers, and once she gets them, shooting him.
I can't. Just give me a couple.
That is a stupid idea. No. No, no, no.
What happens now?
She is strong right until the end, defending Ellie on their journey, to which we find out later that she got bitten while doing so, meaning she will soon turn into one of the infected that we've been so terrified so far in this game. However, unwilling to turn into one, she takes a stand, giving Joel and Ellie time to escape.
Show it to me. Oh, Christ.
Oops, right?
Although Joel is reluctant at first, he realises that he won't change her mind, so leaves her and continues with Ellie by himself.
You want us to just leave you here?
Yes.
There is no way that...
I will not turn into one of those things. Come on. Make this easy for me.
This is completely different to what we usually see.
No, just
A female character sacrificing herself for the male. Although she wouldn't have had to if she hadn't have been bitten in the first place, which supports the stereotype.
Sorry, I didn't mean for this.
Get a move on.
We know you're in there. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands up.
Although we see all these characters showing traits of being strong and independent, I can't ignore the fact that they are more often than not have a male who plays the lead role in these games, who are on the journey with them. So, do these female characters depend on or get their strength through these male companions? We do see these male characters often showing dominance over these female characters.
We are survivors.
This is our chance.
It is over, Tess.
Now, we tried. Let's just go home.
For example, Joel being senior to Ellie in The Last of Us,
What you say goes. Stop with the bullshit.
not just because he's older, or been told he has to get her to location safely, but because he has more experience in this and is stronger than her.
Well, we seem to be doing all right so far.
And now you'll be doing even better with Tommy.
Again in Uncharted, we see Nate often being an authoritative figure over Elena or Chloe, simply because he's more able to do things because he's stronger. But this isn't always the case. We see these female characters standing up for themselves, voicing their own opinion,
All the more reason why we should get out while we still can.
I'm just trying to set things right.
And maybe save the world? Oh, God. Listen, Sunshine. The world doesn't care. You stick your neck out, you are asking to lose your head.
trying to get people to listen to reason.
No, I mean, why this obsession? I'm just worried.
I can take care of myself, all right?
I'm not talking about you.
What, Sully?
He would go to the ends of the earth for you, Nate. Just don't ask him to.
Come on, that's not fair.
Or simply going out and surviving on their own. To finish off this video essay thing, I think there are already strong female characters out there. They just need more of a chance to be shown. Yes, they have their moments in the spotlight, like Ellie killing David after a long, tense fight.
I guess not. Just not your style, is it? You can try begging.
Fuck you.
You think you know me? Huh? Well, let me tell you something. You have no idea what I'm capable of.
But once we see Ellie perhaps get a bit carried away with it, we start to question just how innocent she is, brutally killing a man and continuing to hit him long after it's necessary. However, personally, I put this down to what she'd been through, particularly because of him, and was more than happy to get rid of him. The entire process shows Ellie realising that the world isn't full of happiness, and there are people out there who would go to great lengths to get what they want.
Realize what your life means? Huh? Running off like that, putting yourself at risk? It's pretty goddamn stupid.
Soon after this brutal killing, we see Joel run in, finally finding her, stopping her and making sure she's alright. It's at this point where we really see the relationship between Ellie and Joel go to that next level. It's no longer a man taking a girl somewhere because he's been told to do it. It's developed into a father-daughter relationship between them. It is clear that Joel can see Sarah in Ellie and her actions. So after the dramatic standoff between Ellie and David, and the hunt for Ellie from Joel's point of view, we have this calm, emotional clip of the two characters finally getting back together. Looking further into this, I question Ellie's part in the story. Was she there as her own character arc? Or was she an echo of Sarah's?
I'm not her, you know.
What?
Maria told me about Sarah.
Ellie?
And
You are treading on some mighty thin ice here.
Or perhaps a character which gave us a different perspective on Joel.
but I have lost people too.
You have no idea what loss is.
Everyone I have cared for has either died or left me. Everyone fucking except for you.
I personally believe that Ellie has her own character arc, but the echoes we see of Sarah are only because we're looking at her through Joel's perspective. Ellie starts off being very closed off and worries about a lot of things, being reliant on Joel and Tess to defend her. But as the story progresses, we see her develop as a character as well as Joel. This is a beautiful demonstration of female character development in modern games.
I gotta go. Nate!
Thought this was frowned upon.
Shut up. I really thought you were gone this time.
Much like this, we question Elena and Chloe's involvement in the Uncharted series. They there as an independent character who develops too? Personally, I think they are there to make Nate seem stronger and more heroic.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Going somewhere?
Maybe. I'm really sorry about your ring.
No. It's alright. I swapped it for something better. Let's get out of here, huh?
Yeah.
But the girls also provide another perspective that Nate perhaps had not seen, or perhaps the voice of reason. As we see that once Nate has fixed his mind on something, little can change it. So I think that this shows that the girls in the series are there to provide the stereotypical female view of there's always another way. Although, they are shown to challenge the stereotype physically and in their actions, but their emotions and thoughts are usually stereotypical.
For what? For treasure? Sully, he listens to you. Please make him stop.
Yes, Sully, please, tackle me.
So there we have it, some prime examples. Although it's not perfect character development, it is miles upon miles in the right direction compared to where we were even a few years ago.
You keep finding something to fight for. Now, I know that's not what you want to hear right now.
Swear to me. Swear to me that everything that you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay.
Lara Croft, you are my hero!
Thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and be sure to click on the links on the screen to check out my other videos.